time to check in with our angriest of all the dogs.
Really drives me freaking crazy. I all the way to the back. The disgrace. I didn't win the game because of that. Don't go down. The man, Shane. Let me finish. What's the matter with that jam? That is absurd. Where the hell was that? You didn't know what to do. Now, no, what? For crying out loud, play better football. That drove me nuts. I am strong and powerful. I can't hear you guys. They took my headset off. Strike me down. Strike me down.
I'm worried about your blood pressure.
That bothered me.
How are we feeling? Some push-ups today?
Yeah.
You do a few
Left leg has been bothering me. I've had a lot of trouble running.
A little sciatica going on.
Tell us about it another time.
You need an adjustment.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. All right, here we got 3 good ones now.
I need an adjustment.
This is me. This is me. You are going to watch a lot of sporting events this year. You are, on other sports, you are not watching anything better than what you saw Sunday with the Masters. That was as good. 20 million at 7 o'clock, by the way, with the rating. That was as good as you were ever going to see. The fact 4-stroke lead, the fact that bogey on 18, he had to respond on all those things, and the country loves McIlroy. I loved it. But CBS was so desperate to do a coronation of Rory because he hadn't won the Masters 11 years since he had won a Grand Slam, complete the cycle of the Grand Slam. They went on and on and on, much too premature. All right, Rory, they think the thing is over. And then, of course, on 13, you see the shot in the bunker on his third shot. This is one of the, Lewis could hit to do this. This is his bad shot. He only needs to park it out. And CBS prior, the greatest thing in the world. Then on 18, they were talking about a green jacket, and what does he do on his second shot? He's up by a stroke, he hits it in the bunker, and then he gets out of the bunker, and everybody thinks 5-footer for immortality, and that's a putt that, again, Lewis will make.
Oh, I'll sink that.
And then he goes out there, and he misses the putt. I mean, they spent so much time in the last 2 hours jinxing him. They thought it was over on 13. They thought it was over on 15 when he hit that great 7-iron. He hooked it under the green, the par 5. They thought it was over on 16 when he hit the great iron shot to get to the par 3, hit a nice shot. They thought it was over on 17 when he birdied the hole. And then they thought it was over off the tee shot that I just showed you on 18. And what happens? He's got to play the pro. You can't do that with McIlroy. He's not Jack. He's not Tiger. When you gave them a 3-shot lead, they would never blow the tournament. Rory's up and down. That's why he's so much fun. When you think it's over, it isn't. When he's great, then he's bad. When he's bad, like the playoff hole, he's great. Let it out from an audience perspective. I had so many fans who for Rory said, geez, they're jinxing it. Shut up. And you know what? They're right. That bothered me. Number 1.
Oh, please. You need to keep your... Stop that nonsense. That, like, it's their fault that he's... Oh, you jinxed them. Get the hell over it. That's part of the telecast. That's part of the broadcast. That's like somebody listening to your show and getting mad because you get names wrong. You do it every day. It's part of it, okay? It's actually hilarious when you do it. That's a part of it. Stop sitting there being this damn curmudgeon. Lead it. That's part of what comes with Rory McIlroy and a broadcast and a telecast doing it. You're wrong on this one. I don't want to hear it. Put the thumbs down. Thumbs down on that one for you. I don't agree.
You're nuts. You're nuts.
You know what? Dog, I love you, bro. You know that. But you're wrong on this one, too. You're wrong on this one. It ain't CBS's fault that Roy misses those plays. Yeah, they're not jinxing. What does jinxing mean? What does that even mean? So that's fine. That's fine. So they coordinated because they wanted to be optimistic. They wanted to hope that the guy was going to get over the hump and win the Grand Slam. That's what they were hoping for.
That was a great time.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I was driving home from an AAU tournament, so I missed the whole thing anyway. You know what I mean?
Hey, don't look to call CBS for leverage on your contract. They don't want to negotiate. Tell your agent not to make that call.
Shut the hell up.
Oh my God. They wanted you part of the golf coverage. Party's over, big time.
All right, number two. All right, listen, this is me, and I know you can make the argument he plays all the games. You want to keep a record going, and Mikal Bridges plays 6 seconds on Sunday against the Nets and commits a foul so he can play 82 games in a season. Oh, come on. That is a joke. I can understand you would play 12, 15 minutes. You got to make it legit. To go into the game as a starter and commit a foul and then you leave because you keep your consecutive game streak going, that's not how you do this with sports. You don't go out there and fabricate streaks because you want to keep something going. That is weak. I don't blame it on Thibodeau because obviously Bridges wanted this to happen. And in this day and age in the NBA, that's what you got to do if you're a head coach, keep the players happy. That is, from a sports fan's perspective, that was a joke on Sunday with the Knicks with Bridges. I give him credit for the 81 games. But you know what? If you're going to keep it going, play 12 minutes. Make it legitimate. Don't be fabricating anything as far as streaks are concerned.
What would have been acceptable? How many minutes?
12 minutes.
12. Stephen A?
That's another joke take on your part.
Oh,
Thumbs down. Horrible. Horrible. This is the same Mad Dog Russo that would be all over dudes for not being available. The fact that he was available for the 81 games, okay, the only reason he didn't play more minutes is because they had locked up the number 3 seed and there was absolutely nothing to play for. If the game had a modicum of importance or significance to the New York Knicks, he obviously would have played 40 minutes instead of 12. The work that this dude puts in, the way he shows up on a night in, night out basis, 7 years in the league, 5 years playing all 82 games. The only other 2 seasons the guy missed game was because of legitimate injuries. Never load management. Never a day off. And because he wants to make sure that he shows up and he shows that he showed up for another 82 games, you're going to fault him for that? Nonsense. Curmudgeon on your part. Another thumbs down. Another thumbs down.
6 seconds. Don't play the game.
Dog, what if he would have got hurt? What if he would have played your 12-minute threshold and something would have happened and he would have got hurt? He didn't even have to play at all. He didn't have to play at all.
Don't play at all now. Sit down. Don't keep going if it's 6 seconds.
Dog, I love when you're mad, but you're getting mad at the wrong reason for this.
That's right.
By the way, I forgot to throw this in, and I'll do this now before I get to a third one. You know, if you couldn't start those NBA games last night at 6:30 and 9, you got to start that Golden State game at 10 o'clock. You know what time that game was over last night? 1:17 in East Coast time.
I'm with you on this.
That's ridiculous. I'm trying to come here and keep Molly entertaining him moving and wake up Smith. And I got to sit there at 1:17 in the morning watching Golden State at Memphis. That's a disgrace. Play the game at 9 o'clock. We could have done that last night.
He has to keep me entertained and wake up Smith. Keep going.
100%.
I've never heard that one before, Smith.
Number, he knows I'm right.
Oh, my God, you're nuts. Go.
Number 3. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Colorado, I mean, the season isn't even cold yet. And Colorado is going to retire Sanders and Travis Hunter's uniform numbers. I mean, you got to be kidding me. The season just ended. And by the way, Sanders was 13-11 as the starting quarterback in Colorado. Cordell Stewart threw 2 touchdown passes to beat Michigan in great games with Keith Jackson, and his number's not retired. So we're going to sit there and throw a bone at Deion. Here's the play with the Mexican. This won the game with Cordell Stewart, one of the great plays in college football. And his number's not retired. Yeah,
That's a problem.
We're going to retire Sanders and Hunter. I understand Travis Hunter won a Heisman Trophy. Can you wait a couple of years? Oh, my God. That is ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. We're going to retire there and say, listen, he's going to be the 9th pick at least. Lewis can handle that. He's 13-11 as a starting quarterback in college football at Colorado. They didn't win 3 championships. At least Hunter won a Heisman. Oh, my God, that drove me nuts. And poor Cordell Stewart, who won a game against Michigan. That was a huge game. Keith Jackson. And he's not retired.
Yeah, look.
Be fair.
There's hypocrisy.
Look, I understand people may have a little bit of a beef about this. A little bit. Not with Travis. Look, Travis has had a hell of a career. He is a unique unicorn type of athlete, Heisman Trophy winner, done things that people haven't done in college football before as far as being a two-way player. You're not the only one who has brought up this subject about why is Shedor's number being retired here. What was the process that they went through? How can they justify doing this and not having a guy like Cordell